Hey guys, this is Ave, and we are back with our first ever episode of a brand new series. We're going to be doing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Chronologically in universe, this game takes place actually after Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And I've been kind of looking forward to this because Castlevania is one of those series that's really near and dear to my heart, much like Metal Gear, uh, Metroid, all the good ones. Now, for those of you who don't know about Castlevania, let me give you the lowdown. So there is a group of people. Let me go ahead and just turn the sound off, mute it for a second. Yeah, there is a group of people known as the Belmonts. They are a clan of vampire hunters who are charged with slaying monsters, vampires in general. Um, Their biggest task has always been the complete and utter eradication of Dracula himself. Um, they are extremely gifted. They're very talented at what they do. They have quite a lot of power behind them. The Belmonts have superhuman strength and abilities beyond those of a normal person. They also have a specialized whip called the Vampire Killer, which was created through a combination of alchemy and magic to form a weapon that is designed specifically to hunt and kill vampires. Well, that's basically how the story goes, is that every 100 years or so, it's supposed to be every 100 years, but the game kind of skips over that idea, Dracula's castle reappears just out of nowhere, because Dracula's castle is made from chaos itself. And of course, whenever Dracula's castle reappears, Dracula himself comes back. This is usually because there are a lot of people running around the world with negative emotions, negative feelings, ill will towards other people. And he's drawn towards these feelings. It's almost like if anyone has ever seen Ruby, RWBY, produced by Rooster Teeth and Monty Ohm. If you know about the Grimm, you know that these are creatures that are drawn toward negativity. And in Dracula's case, that appears to also be the case. Which is why he's always coming back just a few years shy of 100. Someone's usually summoning him from some dark ritual, or he feeds off the raw, dark emotions of humanity. And he comes back way ahead of time on schedule. Way ahead of schedule, in fact. But yeah, so the Belmonts are always the ones who are trying to take him down and keep him from enslaving the world and destroying all humanity. Of course, if you've ever played Symphony of the Night and you remember the fight with the succubus, you would know, you might have some idea exactly why he despises humanity so much. And I'm not going to spoil that, but the point is, Harmony of Dissonance takes place after Simon's quest, where Simon destroyed the curse that was laid on him by Dracula, and now the mantle of the vampire hunter has been taken up by one of his family members, Eustace. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the sound back on. I apologize for that. Whoa, what just happened? I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. That was all sorts of weird. I don't know what happened there. Okay, then. So, yeah. And we're going to be playing as Eustace. Let me go ahead. 50 years have passed since Simon Belmont vanquished the curse of Dracula. Fate has dictated that Eustace Belmont, blood descendant of the Belmont family, hunt for the relics of Dracula. One day, Eustace's best friend Maxime, who had set out on a training expedition 2 years earlier, returned unexpectedly, his body covered in wounds. He informs Eustace that Lydie, a childhood friend whom they both deeply care about, has been kidnapped. Maxim has completely lost his memory of his time training away from home, and only has vague images of the kidnapping. Ignoring his bodily injuries, Maxim leads Juste to the place where he believes Lily is being held captive. Passing through thick fog, the two men happen upon a castle undocumented on any map. Could this be the fabled Dracula's castle? Standing solemnly in the night, this forbidding castle welcomes its unexpected guests as the moonlight shines upon it. So yeah, another problem with Dracula's castle, which has been solved in universe, and I really like this idea, is that because it's a creation of chaos, it's never going to take the same form twice. Which is why every time you play a new Castlevania, the castle always looks different in some shape, form, or fashion. Okay, now let's test out my acting skills. So you truly believe that Lydia was brought to this castle? My memory fails me, but this seems to be the place. Don't you believe me? I know better than anyone that you are not the type to lie. You say, "Ah! Are you alright?" I'm fine. It's Lydia you should be concerned about, not me. Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you. You have my word. Okay then. I'll see you inside. I think I might have just given them the same voice. I'll pick one next time and try to stick with it. Okay, so we can jump. We can throw our whip, which is the vampire killer, the mythical, or the legendary, rather, weapon used first by Leon Belmont and then by his descendants. First, Trevor, who was the guy who first took down Dracula. Well, chronologically at least. In-game, in real-life universe, of course, it was Simon. And Simon's actually the most popular and certainly the most well-known and most beloved of the Belmont clan. Okay. And we can actually swing and brandish the whip in generally any direction. You can usually use this to deflect projectiles. Usually small ones, like giant rays of lightning, certainly not, but you know. Okay, and jump over the giant hunk of rock. And screen's not... Oh my. Okay, run! Run faster! Run faster! Run faster! Run faster! Run faster! I'm not running fast enough! I can't outrun the screen! Something's wrong! Come on, come on, come on! Okay! Ha! Can't catch me now, can you? Oh, that's not a... I actually don't feel bad for him. So we've made it to the castle entrance. Nice. Excellent job, us. Okay. Let's pick up some hearts. Hearts you can typically use to my brain fell right out of my head. When you pick up sub-weapons like the knife, the axe, holy water, that sort of thing, that's what you can use your hearts for, is to power those weapons. So, can't jump up there. What this? Nice. Okay. Should we go up here first? Let's take a quick peek. Ooh, armor. Okay. Check out our armor. Easily maneuvered armor made from tanned hides. Gives us some extra defense. Nice. And I'm a little curious. So, ooh, boots. Yay, we found boots. And skeletons, who all burst into flame. Okay, so we picked up our first sub-weapon, which is the fist. Now, to use sub-weapons, you're going to hold up, hold up on your D-pad or whichever, hold up in general, and then hit your attack button. And each sub-weapon uses a different amount of hearts. And you can tell when you're actually able to use that sub-weapon with the number of hearts you get, because your heart number will actually start to flash at you. Now, when you can't use it anymore, it goes gray, as you can see. And because I just like having shiny objects in my hand. You can also use your L and R keys or buttons, whichever keys you have selected for L and R, to dash back and forth. This actually makes for a quick get around. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up the knife, because the knife is like the least expensive weapon you're ever going to get. I say expensive, I mean, you don't, like, you know, buy it, but, you know, it's the least expensive to use. Bats. Speaking of which, we picked up a relic called the Soul Orb. Allows user to recognize how much damage an enemy has received. So basically that tells us how much damage we're doing. That's cool. Pardon me, guys, I have to keep an eye on the time, make sure I don't go over long. Please don't throw things at me. I'm allergic to things being thrown at me. Unlike a lot of earlier games in this series, aside from Symphony of the Night and Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance takes the RPG approach, where you're actually able to level up your character and get stronger and stronger over time. Also, Spear Knights can really mess your stuff up. So you gotta be very careful of Spear Knights, because they're, you know, their pointy sticks allow them long reach. And whenever they raise their spears above their head like that, that means they're gonna, like, charge at you, basically. He was about to throw his head at us. That is not nice, dude. Oh, ooh, pardon me. It feels so weird in my nose. Oh, that's right. We picked up some boots. Some leather boots will further increase our defense. Nice. Nice work, guys. I know you didn't help out, but, you know, I can at least think that you did. Okay, now we're going to pick up holy water and see what holy water does. Oh, yes. Oh, that works wonderfully. That's very nice. Let's go ahead and see what's over here in this room. What do we got? Ooh. Nice. Now, anybody who played Symphony of the Night will recognize this kind of save room. Except that your shiny object didn't just get bigger or disappear. You actually got trapped in a coffin and slept there. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Face attack. All right. Anytime you see red doors like this, it means you are about to enter a new area. And with new area comes potential new dangers. So always be careful about that. Yes, I did that. I know. Not very bright of me, was it? Oh, great. Death. Yes, another staple of the series is that you have to fight Death at some point, and he's usually the most difficult enemy in the entire game. Mostly because he cheats. And he cheats hardcore. Power that is here is not my lord's. What do you mean? I must go now. We shall meet again, son of Belmont. I don't trust him. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. And considering he's flying, I probably can't throw him very far. It's one of those games that's a little easier to play with a controller since you have a little more, no pun intended, a little more control over being able to dash in, take a few quick smacks with your whip, and then dash back out to avoid getting hit. Okay, another thing we're going to take a look at is the heart max up. Now, typically, when you level up, your HP, MP, and your hearts, your maximum hearts, are going to level up by themselves. In addition to that, you're going to find HP max items and heart max items that will allow you to up your maximum hearts and HP without leveling up. And to do that, all you gotta do is walk over and pick up the item. And to pick it up, all you gotta do is step on it. Okay, so we don't have a double jump ability here, nor do we have the ability to jump really extra high. Okay, that was close. So we're gonna skip that area for now. Remind me, guys, next time to play with a controller. Alright. You know what? Dude, I don't like your attitude, okay? You keep sitting over here trying to poke me with stuff, and you're not being very polite. You're like the worst house guest ever. I know I'm technically in your master's house, but I don't care. You don't treat people like that. Ooh, what's this? It's part of a castle map. Go ahead and hit select, and we'll see our map. Okay. What's down here? Anything? A potion. Potions are nice, aren't they? Yes, they are very nice. Yes, potions are always nice. Oh, no! These guys can be a bit difficult to deal with at first, so I recommend usually the same strategy as usual. Dash in. Okay, I say they're difficult to deal with. I mean, really, as long as you're able to dash, and take a pot shot and run away, then you should be okay. But you know, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Okay, we are nearing our limit here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to that save room, and then we will call this our first episode. And hopefully I can get there first. You never know. Stuff might just get in the way. No! I am not your friend! Not today! No! Quick explanation of our stats. You see how we have strength, defense, intelligence, luck. Luck affects our ability to pick up good items, and, well, to pick up items in general, and rare items from monsters whenever they're killed. Intelligence is the strength of your magic spells. And I think it also affects your sub-weapons. Defense, of course, is, you know, our ability to take damage. And strength, of course, is our ability to do damage with just our basic whip. The overwhelmingly powerful vampire killer. My god, I love that weapon. There's even a song actually dedicated to the weapon. And of course, it's called Vampire Killer. It's actually part of the main, you know, series soundtrack. You can actually hear a much improved version of it, more like a metal version, in Castlevania Judgment, which was turned into a fighting game. And I thought that was a strange turn for this series, but it actually seemed pretty good. I might get it one day. Who knows? In the meanwhile, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy this first look into Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. And I particularly hope that you're going to enjoy everything else that comes next.